Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So, the video today is on this 2011 Audi A1 with the TFSI engine. Engine is not really important, to be honest with you, but yeah, it's just what it is. So, let me take you through what's wrong with this thing. So this car is from the daughter of a colleague of work, and let me show you what's wrong with this thing. See if I can ignition on. So let me actually start it. Right, so issue is airbag light is on, and let me see if I can show you this as well. None of these buttons here, as you can see, none of these works. So this doesn't work. So as you can see, nothing works. Okay. I'm not sure what the buttons are supposed to do, but the truth is, nothing works. Okay, so this is the volume, should show the volume in there when I do this. In there, so you should do that. Okay. So nothing is working. Horn is working, but nothing else does work. So let me show you, or let me explain you what happened with this car. So this car was leaking, and what happened was, apparently the windscreen was detached right here at the top. So it looks like the silicone has failed, and the windscreen was detached, and it started to allow water to get in, and the water was coming right here. Now I don't know, and I'm hoping that there's nothing wrong. Let me see if everything else. Okay, so everything else here works. So I'm gonna guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that, or I'm gonna hope that this module here behind, I don't know if there is a module on this particular model. I hope there is, or I hope there is. If there is, I hope it's good. Or if the water was just coming straight here into the back of the airbag and messed up things back here. So that's my first approach. We're going to remove the airbag and try to figure out, investigate what's wrong. I'm not going to scan the car for now. There's really no point. We know was water getting to here somewhere, so that's what we're gonna try to figure out. Okay. To remove this airbag though, how does it come out? Looks like there is a screw in there at the back, but it looks like I'm gonna have to, yeah, am I gonna have to remove this trim? Let me figure it out. Okay, so really easy to remove the airbag. So you just need to put the steering in this position. Obviously I've done this side already. Okay, and I'm just going to show you this side. So you have in there, I'm not going to be able to see it. No, you're not going to be able to see it. Anyway, there is a spring. There's a light, like a little bit of like a wire, a pin, if you will, that is behind this sort of indentation, and you just push it down like so. Let me show you, see if I can. Oh, now it came out of place. No, there we go. You seen it? I pushed it down and the airbag just jumped out. There we go. So that's the spring in there that you need to push down. So you push this spring down and that releases from here, and the airbag jumps out. So I'm just going to now unplug all of this and see if we see any issues. Let me just stop recording. Okay, and as expected, we start to find the issue, I think. Okay, so this is stuffed in there, so obviously the water accumulated in there. The airbag plug, however, is quite clean. Even that one in there. So it's relatively clean. So it could have been that the airbag could have triggered a fault because water got into this, and in the meantime dried out, and the fault just stayed there until now we clear it. The pins in there are pretty much clean as well. I can't see any other issues. The horn is working, don't know if I showed you. So we're gonna clean these contacts here and see what we do, and maybe plug in the maxi Cs and see if there's anything, if there is just a code in there that we can just clear. Hey guys, it starts getting a little bit dark, but it's still okay to record. Now, if this is all it's going to take to fix this car, it's going to be really good. I deserve an easy fix every now and then, especially after all the crap I've been going through lately, which you will see videos for it. I'm really in need of an easy fix, so let's gonna see if this works. So I've cleaned already everything, all the plugs. So this one here, I put a little bit of contact cleaner, push it back in. These pins here, the way I clean it is with these files, which so all I do is I grab the pins and then I just slide them out, then go like that. The pins are square and you clean it like that. And then to clean the other side, I'm not going to dismantle everything, I just use this really thin needle file and I clean as much as I can, and I wash it with this, both plugs. And now I'm going to use some dielectric grease before I push the pins, before I plug this in. And in the meantime, I have the maxi Cs already here, ready to scan the car and see if the airbag would have just throw the light because of the water getting to the contacts, and in the meantime it dried out. Obviously it's understandable that the water here at the bottom would stay, because there is a hole literally that goes inside and the water would stay here. But as the water was running down, could have been that water could have caused it. Let's go just push all this back in, grease the plugs, push all this back in, and then scan the car and see what we have. Catch up, all the codes points to the driver airbag, so which is a good sign, because that was where the concern was. So that's a good sign. Plug in the airbag, not the airbag, this plug now. Okay, right, I have light on the controls, which is good. I don't know if it was before. No. Oh, damn it. Crap. Oh, damn it. So it's not going to be that easy then. It's not going to be that easy. Right, let me just push that there. Let's just see if we can, at least for the airbag. Yep, so the airbag looks like it's sorted. It went off. Now the controls for the radio, that's a little bit of a, oh no, oh no. Right, so will we have anything that needs unless water got elsewhere as well. So it looks like it's not going to be that easy then. There we go. Control unit in steering wheel, no communication. Yep, no communication. Okay, so we do still have an issue. So it's going to be a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, well, at least the airbag is sorted. So now we're gonna have to find out where my communication issue is. Okay, following day, and I think I found another issue, which I will show you in a second. So next step after what we did was removing the module, the steering wheel module, which is basically the buttons, which is basically one works as a module. So basically the way this works is you have the steering column module here at the back, and then you have the module on the steering, which is basically a slave mode from this module. So You can't communicate directly with this module. You can communicate with this module, and this module communicates with this module, which is basically the two sides of the button. It works as one module, and it works through a LIN bus, or most likely will be a LIN bus communications. And that's why he's complaining about that. This module cannot communicate with this module. So we got it out. It's just like sort of plastic, sort of pins, if you will, that pushes into these holes around here, and they kind of secure in place. So you just gently start to pry everything out, and everything comes off, as you can see. And we're going to go on the bench now, and I'm going to show you what I found. Okay, and here it is. The buttons, or the thingy comes as one piece, and obviously the steering cable, the one that comes from the steering, comes straight to this side, and then it has another module here, okay, on these sides. But obviously this one connects straight to this, and this is the main module, which is going to be the slave module from the steering. And as you can see in there, I think we found a little bit more. Right there, we found a little bit more greenies. So let's gonna dismantle all of this. I'm gonna open both now, because I'm not gonna risk to, just in case if there's any corrosion built start to grow on this side as well. So we're gonna open both. Okay, let's see if I can pull this out. It's a little bit tight. Right, where is that? This will do. No, not this one. Yeah. How is this pushed in here? How is this secured in here? Is this pushed in? Is this right? Ah, okay, I've seen it. It actually goes the other way. Okay, so you push these tabs here. Hold on, let me show you. You push these tabs, and the actually buttons goes that way. There we go. You see it coming in there. Right there. Ah. Oh, come on. There we go. And now, holy crap. No. Oh man. This thing is glued. These buttons are glued. This cap at the back is glued to this, so there's no, I can't open this, can I? Which is not very good. Gonna have to clean these from the outside. Alright guys, I'm gonna give it clean because I can see some corrosion inside, and my plan was to open the module completely and reflow some of these solder joints inside. But obviously it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. To be honest, the only moisture I can see or corrosion is a little bit here where the plug is. I can't see anything. Well, I can't see anything inside, that's for sure. Yeah, I can't open it, can I? Damn it. If I really want to open it, I will open it. Okay, let's gonna try to clean these connectors here and the plug, because it's a little bit corroded, and see what that does. Okay, on the plug side of things, I'm now on the last pin. I'm pulling one by one and cleaning it with a glass fiber pen, and then cleaning it with a little bit of contact cleaner, and then just put some dielectric grease on it, and it's turning out quite good. Then we will move into this one here. Okay, for the socket, if you will, I'm using a little bit of sandpaper folded like this, and obviously it's gonna sand on both sides. And then I just push it inside like so, and then I just move it back and forwards to clean the contacts. Okay, I'm quite happy with the results. It's quite clean. So now we're just gonna quickly put everything back on, and well, not completely back on, but we're just gonna plug everything in and see if we have a fix. Okay, so let's gonna try this. So that plugs into there. So this plugs into here. Now the airbag plugs into there. Push the locking pin. Okay, so everything is plugged in. So well, should do to test. So that's gonna put ignition on. Let the MMI to boot up. We'll see what's gonna happen. Let me take this one here. It's on the sun. Let's see if the controls now do work. No, they don't. Oh, come on. Please work. What's wrong with you? So I do have voltage and grounds on this wire here because they light up. So the way this works is a voltage, a ground, and then the LIN bus. So I do have voltage and ground because I have lights on these buttons here. So the only thing left is the communications. So what the heck's going on? Why I do have everything except... So how comes everything else works except the communication side of things? What the heck's going on with this? Let's see. This is really disappointing. This is really disappointing. Come on. Gonna have to. Let me do some measurements on this thing. Let me leave this plugged in there. Let me do some measurements just to make sure. Okay, I've cleaned everything I could, and I still get nowhere. So let me explain you this. So at the moment I'm back probing my, I believe this is going to be a LIN bus on this purple wire there, grounded here. And actually guys, you can dismantle the buttons, as you can see. Okay, this is on. You can actually dismantle. So once you have this out, you can just pry something here on this edge and you start to pull it out, and this whole assemble of buttons comes off at once, and then you can pull the PCB out of this sort of casing. So I've actually managed to dismantle everything. Was actually not, other than the plug here, nothing else was visible. There was no corrosion anywhere else. I measured a few components around here, capacitors for shorts, etc. Everything looks okay. But my LIN bus is stuck there. The glare is just terrible, isn't it? Man, I'm going to show you this. Oh crap. It's going to be impossible to show you this, isn't it? Okay. But as you can see, it's stuck up there. So I have the scope on 2 volts and 50 milliseconds, and as you can see, it's stuck there at about 11 volts, whatever that is. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what's going on right now. So either this is not a LIN bus, but still I should have some different kind of communications happens in there, because that doesn't look good at all. So yeah, oh man. What happened here, what's going on here, I don't know. It doesn't matter where I back probe this. So if I try to back probe this back here on the actually module itself, so I'm gonna back probe here. I have exactly the same thing. Let me see if I can show you. There it is. I have the line right there, so if I take it off, the line drops to 0 volts. But yeah, so that's, I think I'm gonna have to dismantle a little bit further back, see if there's any other damage somewhere. Okay, who would have tell? So I think I got to somewhere now. So I've dismantled the wall, so removed the actually module from the steering. So I had to take the steering wheel and all that stuff, open this, and let me see if I can show you this. I'm sure you can see the multimeter. Yes, you can. So 0 open line. So obviously, just remember the clock spring is still connected to the board. So the way it works is underneath here there is a kind of a little symbol that connects straight to the airbags, which is going to be the 2 pins right there. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? Oh, come on! Where is my torch? Hold a second, guys. This. So the 2 pins at the bottom are the airbag. Then the one I'm connected to, as you can see, there is 4 pins in there. The one I'm connected to with this blue wire, and then another 3. So the airbag ones, they come straight to there. It's a straight connection. It doesn't go through the module. And then the other 4, they come here. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, the other side is empty. So this side here, there's no pins, and then those 4 are the connectors to the actually clock spring. And I'm connected to one of them at the moment. Let me just connect that again. Okay, let's put it like that. Oh. So I think it's this one here. So there we go, 0.6 ohms. So that's that pin at the top. Now I'm going to move this 1 pin to the side, which is going to be the pin below. We have 0.6. Now I'm going to go to the next pin, which should be that pin in there, and we have open line. If I go to the bottom, we have not open line, so it should be this pin here, the 3rd pin. And then I go to the last pin, and we have 0.6. So that pin is not making contact, and coincidentally is the bloody LIN bus. Wow. Right, so I'm gonna have to try to dismantle this entire thing and try to figure out where the problem is. Should be able to pop out this little thing here, this sort of cog, if you will, by pushing these tabs underneath. So I can do that. There we go. And now there's another plastic bit that comes from this side, or it looks like. There we go. And now I always hate to dismantle these clock springs because you never know how they are kind of threaded inside. Not threaded, how they are inside. Because usually, okay, hold on. Do I need to take these off? Oh man, that's a difficult one. Ah, the hell. So these little rubber things that keeps pushing on the. So 2 here. How many are they? 3. There's another one here. Well, let's try to figure out where the brake is. Oh man. Connected to the one. No, I need to connect to that one, which is the second one, which is going to be where's the brake? How many turns we have here? So we have, comes out, it does 1 turn. It doesn't, this was with the clock spring facing up, so it's not even 1 turn. It's about 1 turn. Okay. So can I dismantle this any further? Yes, I can. There is a tab in there. Looks like. No, there's another tab. Oops, I don't want to break anything. Then should be another one there. 3. Ooh. Okay. Now I should be able to pull these out. There we go. And look at that. Wow. Right. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on camera, but the actually lane, the copper lane, is completely gone. So I've cleaned it, and look at that. Come on, focus, focus, focus. You're gonna focus? Yeah, kind of. There you go. Can you see there? So this is the rest of the remaining of the copper lane. It's completely gone. Look at that. It's nothing there. It's just a little bit where this spot welded was. So what I'm going to do, guys, quite quickly is I'm going to scrape a little bit here, and I'm going to jump wire these from here to there. That's what I'm going to do. It's probably my best solution. All the other lanes looks okay. Yeah, the other ones look still quite good. So that's what we're going to do. So I will do it, and then I will show you the result. Okay, so shall we try the 4 pins again, and then I will show you exactly how I've done it. So I think this one is going to be this first one. Yep, 0.6. Let's go to the second pin. Let's make sure we haven't disturbed the other ones. 0.6, and now the one that was failing. Da-da-da-da! Boom! 0.6. And now the last one, just to confirm we haven't touched anything on the other ones. 0.6. Now we'll do the... I know this is shorted in there, but we haven't touched anything there, but just in case for the airbag. Yeah, so these 2 pins are shorted, so obviously we're going to measure the same. Yeah, there we go. So he's returning back, which means this is good. So now I've done it like this. Okay, looks pretty good. So now let's gonna assemble everything and see if we have a fix. Okay guys, and I'm that confident that we do have a fix that I'm just going to put everything back on. I'm not going to even mess about with this. I think we might gonna have to, although I haven't. Oh no, I effed it up. I put these screws before I put that thing. Oops. Yeah, so I'm that confident that we have a fix that I'm not gonna be here mess about with this too much. I'm just gonna put everything back on for good. Obviously I will give it a try. Oh, come on. I'll give it a try before I actually assemble everything, but this bit is just a couple screws and that's pretty much it. So yeah, who would have told that everything looked so clean and inside, because there is no signs of corrosion here whatsoever, but somehow the water got at the back and obviously destroyed that bit in there, and thanks to measurements we looks like we got to the bottom of it. So yeah, quite interesting. What I thought would have been a quick job ended up being a little bit bigger, but we got there. So let me finish this off, and then we'll give it a try on the car and see if we have a fix. It's not there. Where does he go? There, he's there. My bad. One there. Right, see you in a bit. Okay, so it's all assembled and we're going to take everything to the car now, including this, because I might be able to assemble everything on the car, and we're going to see if we do have a fix. Right, so it would be really great if we fix this. Right, so Right. Let me put the phone in a place where we can all see what's going on. Right, I hope I'm not going to be on the way, and hope this is okay where it is. So, just quick install all of this, just plug in everything. Okay. Airbag is plugged in. So now what do I need? I need this in here, and I need, let me put the airbag somewhere here at the back. And now the buttons, they go here. And just curiosity, I want to see what I'm gonna get. Could probably get a ground now from there, but I'll get it from here. I need a needle. Maybe these will do. Why not? No, I definitely need a needle. Just hold a second. And I'm back. Let me power this on. Let's just confirm. So that's my signal there. My lean bus. Is everything ready to turn the ignition on? I think it is. Oh, look at that, guys. That's, let me see how the camera is showing. That's what a lean bus. Oh, come on. I think it just switched off. Turn it on, ignition on. That's what a lean bus should look like. Okay. That's what it should look like. So now the buttons are gonna work 100%. They will work. Let me see. The volume is on this side and I don't have the wheel. But let me see something here that will. So, oh, beautiful. So this changes this here. That's beautiful. So let's change the radius. Huh? No. There we go. Look at the screen in there. Can you see the screen in there? Let me see if you can. It is working 100%. Okay. There we go. So it is working. 100% is working. So I don't know if you can see. Let me actually get the phone out of there now. And I will show you. So the menu's in there. So now when I press these buttons here on this thingy here, okay, everything is working now. Wow, finally we found the problem. So guys, just let me put everything back on now and show you the end result. Everything is working, but I think at this point you guys can see that everything is going to work. But we'll just quickly put everything back on. Don't know if I'm going to have to do a steering wheel alignment. Doesn't look like, because there's no lights for that, but we'll see at the end. Okay, everything is back in place, and I've connected the maxi says to clear any codes left. So let's gonna turn ignition on. There we go. Let's gonna actually start this thing. There we go. So no faults. Let's just confirm that we still have everything working. Yes, we do. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Volume. Yeah, it still works. No sound. Then I guess everything else. Yeah. That's it. So buttons are working. Just one last thing to check. Yeah, it is working. So let's gonna go quickly to diagnosis. I'm actually just gonna go to control unit. We're gonna go to steering columns, which was where we were having that communication issue with the steering wheel module. Turbo codes, that's gonna be passive, obviously. There we go. That's also, well, we actually recorded a fault. That's interesting. Okay, let's gonna clear this. Ignition on, engine off, ignition on, engine off. Okay, let's clear these codes. That's done. Let's just go to live data quickly. Just let me see what's the position of the steering angle. Steering angle. Steering angle. I think it's going to be that one in there. 4.5. So if I put this straight, 0. There we go. So that's fine. Why does it come up with a fault? I think we're going to have to realign this steering, I think. Otherwise it's going to be doing a lot of issues. Okay guys, and this is what happens when you don't know everything. So I put everything back in place, and for the sake of me, I could not relearn the steering angle. There's a couple things you need to know, and I'm gonna literally just show you. It took me a little bit to find out. So there is a little arrow in here. I don't know if you can see that arrow in there. So that little arrow in there needs to point to that little plastic tab that comes up. That's from the inner ring, so you need to align all of these like that, 0 degrees. But then on this side, this is actually composed of 2 sensors. So you have this ring. First of all, you need to make sure you put the ring in the right position, I guess. I don't know if they are the same, but obviously I marked in there up. If you put the other way, these openings probably are not going to match. But there is also 2 sensors underneath this wheel, and I believe this is the 2 things that needs to match, which is this little arrow in there. Focus. This little arrow with this dot. There's a lot of other marks, but I believe this is from the molding. I believe that's the one that needs to point. And obviously this was not, when I put it back, I didn't really pay attention to this, but I think this is what he wants to see. So we're going to put it back on, and because I keep getting what do I keep getting? Implausible signal. So that's why I keep getting. So yeah, I think just make sure you align this. I think that's the way it is. If it's not, I will catch up later, but I think that's how he needs to align. Otherwise, because he measures on this wheel, but he also measures here. So yeah, let's see if this fixes it finally. Right, I think I just need to drive it, but now it says adjustment status okay. That was about time. So I need to press that. 100% sure. Condition not met, or whatever. I think I might need to drive it actually. Let's just make sure that works okay. Okay, just before I go, this is on the steering column. Obviously I have this because I don't have any buttons here, but as you can see, that was the codes I was having along with that one, but I couldn't align the steering because of that code, which is all to do with that little wheel that was not aligned. Let me actually clear this code now. I know I'm going to be left with that one, but I'm going to have to take the steering wheel off again. I just want to try to go through the steering wheel alignment, make sure I can do this correctly from start to finish, and everything works. Okay. Right, it's not important for this video. I'm going to align the steering and then hopefully wrap up this video because it's going a little bit sideways. And look at that. So I came here at the end of the road, just turn around in there and reverse to here. Look at that. No more issues. Obviously the start and stop, well, it doesn't really matter. Probably the engine is not up to temperature or something along those lines. But yeah, so that's done. So yes, now let's kind of put everything back on and hopefully finally wrap up this video. Okay, so let's go to now clear. Oh, no, that. So I've cleared all the other codes. It's just the airbag left. There we go. Clear DTCs. That should go off. There we go. Escape, escape. Okay, and the car is literally fault free. Hey, finally. So the reason why the start and stop was not working earlier was because of my seat belt was not on, and everything else is fine. Look, the steering angle is good, all fixed. I'm really happy. And in the end, lesson learned about that tiny wheel. Actually, I didn't mention yet, I actually had to pull that wheel out because I thought, is this wheel what is making the issue? When I pulled it out, I saw two Hall sensors on the underside, and I thought, oh, okay, so that makes sense. So, and obviously that little dot with that little arrow, really important. It's just a shame because I had to dismantle everything again. But well, lesson learned. And I do these mistakes so you guys don't have to do it. But in the end, the important is we found the issues, all the issues, everything is fixed. So in the end, guys, the water corroded all of that, including that soldering on, not the soldering, that spot welded on the track as he meets the assembly for the pins. Well, guys, you've seen the video, all done. So with no further ado, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's something here you can find useful. If you do still have any questions, any comments, guys, you know exactly how it works. Just put them below, and like always, thank you for watching.